guys, kind of late for you this week. Sorry about that. I usually do these on Saturday and get them to you on sometime on Saturday night, sometimes closer to midnight. But here we are, definitely Sunday evening, and we're able to have Sunday school together this morning. So, not really sure what to title this particular video, but getting right at it because we went way too long these last couple of videos. So diving right in, Ephesians 6:10. Finally, be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. That's it. That's the beginning of what we're talking about today. So here's the thing. Pastor Dave gave a great sermon today. So I don't know if you were there and saw it. Don't know if you've looked at it online. But it kind of hammered home a lot of what we've been talking about. And of course, much more smartly said. But in Sunday school this morning, Lorna Ray and Larry and I got a chance to watch a video. And in that video, he gave us 3 takeaways. 1, spend time with God. 2, live a thankful life. 3, grow in your prayer life. So, how does that tie together? Here's what I'm thinking. Pastor Dave also brought up the idea that as warriors, wearing our armor, we were called to be unified. And first and foremost, we're called to be unified with Christ. And so, looking at the 3 outcomes that were in that video today, spending time, leading a thankful life, growing in our prayer life, brought me to a psalm that we have actually discussed in youth group. And I know it's going to sound familiar, but it's Psalm 23. It says, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul. He guides me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." So we're going to stop right there. You could actually spend a long time just thinking about those verses. The Lord is your shepherd. Just think about that. That is one way we can spend time with God. It's that simple. Psalm 23. Just, 4 words. You can just think about that. You think about Jesus and you say, wow. You can keep in mind what it is he's done for you. And then you use the words, the Lord is my shepherd. You just think on that a little bit, noodle on that a little bit. And you know what? I would dare say, when I do that, I wind up spending time with God. Because I think a lot of times we can be told to do something like spend time with God, and it just flies past us. It just seems like something impossible for me to do, especially me. Not that bright, but thankful that you guys listen to me. What do you know? He said thankful life. So being thankful that I get to spend time with you guys. And the more I can walk in my life being thankful, the more I find myself being a thankful person, the more I find myself being that person with the fruits of the Spirit in my life, even if I'm wearing armor. Especially if I'm wearing armor. Because if I'm prepared for anything because I have armor on, being thankful is even easier. Because when you know you're protected and you're looking at something pretty ugly in front of you, being thankful for just having protection is a big thing. And then growing your prayer life. Again, can be a daunting idea. But you know what? Go back to part 1. The Lord is my shepherd. You know that could be a prayer too. You pray it back to God. You say, God, you are my shepherd. You really are my shepherd. Just see where that takes you. Lord, you are my shepherd. And, Pastor Brad and Pastor Dave are my shepherds. And Lord, even when things are changing, they're still my pastors, and they still pray for me, and I'm thankful for them, and I'm thankful for their wives. I'm thankful for my church. I'm thankful for my friends. You can grow in your prayer life by spending time in the Word and being thankful. Trying to keep it short, I think that's probably a good place to stop. Thanks, guys. See you next week.